Choo choo.
I dig it. This is what happens when I try to play it through the Facebook player. We're back. How like this? We got bumper music. Bumper music done by the Tomb of Nick Cage.
Oh yeah.
How you like that?
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
They probably don't want to own up to this, so we're just saying we'll put it on my back.
I dig it. I would listen to this.
Yeah, I want to hear a completed version of this track.
I would love to hear a nice 3-minute.
What's
little
this
dance
one called?
song.
This is just total BS bumper music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
dig
totally
it.
appreciate what you're trying to do there. I
I
was trying to do
dig
that
it.
like drawing a day thing, and they all just kept getting darker and darker, so I stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Well, the way that I write is generally the guy that produces our music, Lewis, says, "Hey, I got some studio time in 3 hours." I'll be like, "Great, I'll be there." And then I go in and I write something and go in 3 hours. So I was like, I challenge myself to write at least the beginning of a song, a skeleton in an hour, and see what I can come up with. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does.
I dig it. I liked it.
Speaking
Thank
of speaking of new music,
Yes.
Farewell to Fear has
Ooh.
got their new EP coming out.
Our
soon.
friends.
Very cool.
Yes.
It is I am so excited.
Oh, really?
It
I
is
saw some photos of you hanging out with the guys.
It was fucking. Dude. It's amazing. Like it. I cannot wait to engineer them again.
We got to say hi to Jimmy and Jeremy again. It's been a while since
Absolutely.
we've had
Well,
them.
as soon as the EP's finished.
Yeah, let's get them back in.
Yeah.
We'll have a little fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
It's
they
very cool.
they said that we can leak it first.
What?
Right.
Oh, snap.
Maybe we can also ask Jeremy Yahoo questions.
Yeah.
Or Yahoo
We can do
answers.
that. Yahoo questions are always fun. Should we go ahead and go
Let's
ahead and
do
start
it. Yeah.
You know,
All right.
we should guess autofills one day.
Autofill is one of my favorite things ever. You just
It
start,
really is.
How do I? Holy shit!
We actually did that. We did that on the
We did.
third episode
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
We call it the Google game.
Because
Yes.
that was one of my favorite things ever.
Trying to figure out
Yes.
what it was.
But the thing is, Google's so much more intelligent now, so I'd be curious. We should
It
revisit.
depends on which one of us Googles it. You know?
Correct.
Maybe
Yeah, we
we'll
should-
revisit that. The
we
next
should-
Maybe
time
we'll
we
find
do
out
it.
a lot about Nick.
Ooh.
That could be dangerous on a number
How
of
do
levels.
I touch myself?
Hey,
Well, I mean, ultimately, you got to figure that out on your own. You know, you have your own technique.
One hand, two
No-
hand.
Nobody does it better than me.
That's right. That's, right.
for goddamn sure.
Do you slap it? Do you punch it? What? I
All the
mean, like-
above.
Jesus
How do I get
Christ.
stains out of my underwear?
That would be in Nick's automatic search.
Hey, hey.
How do I get unfired from my own podcast?
These underwear are so starchy. They stand up on their own.
Oh, all right. All right.
Next one is how do I make new friends? That's going to be the next one.
Nice.
So Yahoo questions.
All right.
Yahoo
Let's do
questions.
it.
All righty.
Where's my headphones?
Oh, Ben lost his headphones
Never mind.
again.
They're back. Hello. Hi.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and answer as many of these Yahoo questions as we can. You know what I haven't done? I have not checked in. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the UStream as
Yeah,
well. so
see
we
if
can watch
anybody's
that.
watching, listening, or
Yes, watching, listening, etc.
Is anybody there? Hello.
I don't know.
whatever. Ooh, I like that.
I haven't been signed in. Let's start with a softball one. How do you feel about hugs?
Ooh.
And the follow-up question is, who was the last person you hugged?
Oh.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go first on this one.
Wait. Which question?
It's a twofer.
Okay. So how do you feel about hugs?
I like hugs.
You like
I
hugs?
tend to think I give nice, good, big bear hug, warm hugs.
I can see that. You're a
Husky.
You're a
How do you
husky
feel
fella,
about-
and
There
you
we
have an
The,
impressive
the,
wingspan.
follow-
I do. I really do.
So I would imagine your hugs are very
And the last person I hugged was my Aunt Sandra,
okay.
approximately 3 hours ago.
And hugs are also very good too because you don't see ants that often. So when they see you, they're usually very happy.
Yeah,
to
they
see
get you that
yeah.
good hug.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, oh, it's so nice
Yeah,
to
it's
see you. I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah,
And she's a very flamboyant Italian woman with a
Yes.
very loud voice.
Mhm.
And I heard this Italian cackle from across the room. Now, there's 200 people. Okay?
Italians are very touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
So there's 200 people, and then I hear this voice. I'm like, that's my Aunt Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have to look. I'm like, there's only one woman with that voice. And I was like, and it's loud. And I was like, cool. And I turned around. I was like, there's my Aunt Sandra. I mean, I was at work.
Sure.
And I don't see a ton of people that I'm related to at work. But I was just like, wow. Thought I'd have to come tell you hi. She was so excited to see me.
And hugs are the best.
Hugs are the best.
Kudos.
Hugs are great. But on the other side of hugs is the kiss.
Oh.
Now, how do you feel about that, like within relatives? Does that
fucking-
freak you out a little bit?
Look, kiss on the cheek all fucking day.
Don't
Don't you touch these fucking lips.
Oh yeah, those lips are special.
It's freaky, isn't it?
It's dude. There was a story about that not that long ago, about some star kissed their kid on the lips, and people like.
Oh, was that? Who was that?
Who was
I heard
that?
Hillary Duff, I believe.
Oh,
Hillary
yeah,
Duff.
Hillary Duff.
Yeah. I think that it's weird. I don't like it.
I've seen
I think with
people do it.
parents,
It's
it's
not my
okay.
thing.
I don't even go that. It's not my thing.
I
If
couldn't
it's someone
do it.
else.
My
parents.
son,
Freaks me out.
my son and his mother will kiss on the lips, and my son knows not to kiss me on the lips.
Right.
It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm weird that my son and his mother kiss on the lips. It's weird. It's weird. That's just not okay.
It just doesn't.
I got an aunt that goes for it. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
divert. Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think we all have at least that one aunt where you
Yeah.
gotta kind of,
Yeah.
it's,
You know, like who knows where those lips?
talk
have
to
been?
the stubble.
Yeah. Whoa. Done.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But the hugs all day. Like, hey, cool, nice, good bear hugs. You get the really good hugs when like somebody really squeezes you good and your back starts cracking.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a good one.
yeah.
Relatives and friends are one thing, but as far as like you ever had the stranger that goes in for like a little bit too close?
Stranger or the person you haven't seen in some time.
Yeah, or the
That's
hat.
the kinda-
It's the
Yeah.
it's the handshake with the bat pack. Kind
Ooh,
of like,
that's a good one. Yeah,
you know, like
but
the-
that was
ugh.
more informal. It's not
Yeah.
like a really embrace. It's kind of like, hey, how you
It's
doing?
like-
Pat, pat.
yeah. But you kind of get because you
You do get
you
close,
have
yeah.
half body contact
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point.
yeah.
You know,
But
so
you are
it's
separated by two arms.
right.
Mhm.
You know, so you could push back.
You could,
You know,
could,
if you needed to. Yeah. So in the bro hug, I would call that the bro hug.
Yeah, it's definitely a bro hug.
You know, and it's usually followed by a two pat,
Yeah, but it's brief. So you got the shake,
shake,
close, pat,
pop,
pat,
pop.
done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like, phew, what's up?
Yeah.
Holla.
As to
Melissa's doing a lot of smiling and nodding, which makes me wonder what's going on.
Do women do the bro hug?
Y'all don't do the bro
We
hug, huh?
call it the TP,
what's the TP?
where only your shoulders touch. And I gotta tell you, like,
Wow.
it's true. You call it the TP. Nothing below the shoulders touch. And again, the pat is a signal to let go. Now, as a friend pointed out,
Oh, that's
that's
that
awesome.
makes a lot
that's
of
when it's
sense.
gone on long enough. You TP, you pat, but you never rub.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause is rubbing like more intimate or like?
Yes, rubbing is very weird.
The rub kinda
Although,
makes it creepy.
What
doesn't
about
it?
family?
Yes.
What about family?
again, TP and pat when it's time.
Okay.
Although I tell you, I hug everybody, and I don't particularly even like hugging people. But to me, it's like, you know, when I'm out and I'm socializing, it's like you hug people, and it's like I don't even really like hugging people, but I'm gonna hug them anyway. And then every once in a while, you get that person that just like stands back from you, and then you're like, "What's your problem, bro?
Yeah, motherfucker.
We're gonna TP right now."
I don't have leprosy.
But you know what's always fun is the facial expression you make whilst hugging someone.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of indicative of your relationship. Like if you do like the, closed eyes, slight smile. That's happy. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like,
good.
like,
It's
this is
solid.
very satisfactory. But if you got the kind of like looking off to the side,
Like,
teeth showing.
fuck this guy again.
Yeah,
you know, like-
right.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
You're
all too
whispering
well.
to your significant other over their shoulder.
Fucking
Or
hate
let's
this
go.
guy.
Like-
Exactly.
Oh no, my favorite is the guy who walks up to you, shakes your hand, does the bro hug,
Yeah.
and then everybody's looking at you and you go, "Who the fuck is this?" You know,
Yeah,
That
exactly.
happens a ton to me.
Funnest-
I'm like, I have no fucking clue who this guy
Fun
was.
story. This happened to me. I guess a few years back at Winn-Dixie. I run into this fella. He goes in to give me the bro hug. I said, I don't know who this is, but okay.
Yeah.
And then he starts telling me, he's like, "Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen you. Oh, how things been?" And I'm like, fine. I didn't know who this was, but he knew things about me. He knew.
Yeah, I hate that.
He knew my wife. He knew things that were happening.
It makes
in
you
my
feel
life.
like garbage.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
who are you? But then I start saying things like, like, "Oh man, yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen you since."
Yeah, there. high
You're
school
trying to give
that
him the
party.
Didn't work. He said, "Yeah, I know exactly," and I'm like,
You're
"Oh,
playing the
fuck."
fucking game too. God damn it.
All right, I have some weird stories about hugs though, because of course I do. But one day, I was standing in a bar and at a concert, and this really cute guy comes over, and he kind of like slips his arms around me and pulls me to him,
Ooh.
and I was like, he's
Sexy
kind of
story.
cute. So I was like, I won't push him away right away. I'll see what happens. So then I look over, and there's a girl dressed exactly like me with the same kind of hair over here, and I'm like,
Oh no!
so instead of letting him go, I was like, how long is this going to go on for?
Yeah, like you're like, ooh.
So,
At this point, you just kind of want to see.
right, a few seconds later, I feel the guy tense and then run away to the other girl. So I'm laughing to myself. I was like, just got a sweet hug from a cute guy. And I made somebody feel really uncomfortable just now, so my night is made.
all at the same time.
So then, about
That's
a
an
year,
accomplishment.
about a
No,
year,
you see, women have stories that guys never have.
Wait,
yeah,
like that's
absolutely.
not
about
a guy
no,
story.
hold on. About a year
Those
later,
guys are really quick to get touchy, feely.
about a year later, I see a girl, and Sean is standing in a concert again, and she goes over and stands really close to him and kind of puts one arm around his waist. Well, I see Sean tense, and I'm not going to break it up because I see a guy with long blonde hair over there, and I'm like, and the girl was really cute. So I see Sean just kind of like look over out of the corner of his eye,
Yeah,
and then I see her tense and run off. So it was great. So it's good when it happens to you. It's good when it happens to other people.
yeah,
It's more entertaining when you watch it happen to somebody.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of doing the ass back, and then they turn around. You're like, "Oh shit, that was not the girl that you were supposed to be."
Now, back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, you had to be careful because it may not even be a dude or
Yeah.
a girl. You know, you didn't know.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
You still have
y'all-
to do that now.
Yeah, it was true.
Does that happen to you, fellas? And do women
Back in the 80s
do
when the
the
guys
a-
had the
do the-
long hair.
do the
But
ass
everybody
grab?
was pretty.
You know the guys that do the ass grab, like,
Oh,
"Hey, how you
yeah,
doing?"
no,
and they
no,
grab
no.
your ass, and you're like, "What?"
Only on
What do
people
you-
you know.
Yeah, but it's still think it's kind of weird.
Nobody grabs my butt anymore.
Yeah.
I like how she said anymore.
I know, yeah. You
People
used to
try
have it all the time.
People try to grab my ass, but
Really?
if I had one,
Yes.
That was the thing?
Yes.
wait, what?
There
I
was-
have a pretty big butt, man. It was like it had its own gravitational force.
Nice.
You know.
Nice.
I had my butt grabbed a lot. I guess it was around the time when we worked together.
I somehow avoided all
But the
this.
thing is that it was mostly like dudes that I knew.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't understand the ass grab between guys.
I don't
mean,
get that
I
either.
never did it, but I'm
It's
not
the
going to
same
say
thing-
I didn't appreciate. Like, hey, thanks.
It's the same
Thanks,
thing,
you know,
like,
like-
and it's the same thing like when you watch these sporting events where one athlete will go up and just get a big old handful,
Right.
you know, for the other one. It's like I
Or-
don't get that. Like I would not.
I think it was
appreciate
like a hey, I'm here.
There's other ways of doing that. though.
Do you also have the friend guys that'll just like cup your balls? Just go like boop.
Never had.
That's true.
I
What?
knew a guy who liked
What?
to do the ball cup thing. I'm not a fan.
Who has
Wait,
those
is it,
friends?
wait, is it a gentle cup or is it kind of like
No,
a
it's
rough
a, it's
cup?
a no, it's a gentle cup.
It's somewhere in between gentle and like you know
it's
might cripple you.
It's an add-on to the bro hug. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
the boom with the thing, and then you let hands go, and you just kind of
pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so it's
no
a
one
pat.
does
Is
this.
it a pat or
yes,
a cup?
people do
No,
this. You
no
don't
one
have
does that.
you don't have good friends then.
Uh,
I mean,
Apparently not.
I hate
And
it.
don't. This is not an invitation.
dude, it makes you feel weird and gross afterwards. You
I
feel
wanna
alive.
Say, like, it was a thing within my group of friends. Like I want to say like 15, 16 years ago.
yeah.
It quickly fell out, but like I was.
So you guys were experimenting.
I made
Yeah,
it
it was in
very
college.
clear- I made it very clear this was not okay.
No.
Feel a
it's
little
not okay.
uncomfortable, guys.
But like they kept at it. I'm like, well, okay, whatever you want, man.
yeah.
You know.
See, it ends with me when it does when it's the ball tap.
oh,
You're
yeah.
like motherfucker.
well, with
This is
with,
going way past hugs now.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
That's
but
a
like-
little way.
Well, we're
with
That's
going
just
with
physical
the circle I
contact.
hung out
Yeah.
with, it evolved. It became. It started with cupping, but it became Bangkok. So
Yes. Yes.
so like,
Now, see, that is a guy thing, but still,
right.
That's a fucking bullshit game. Like
It is a bullshit.
Nobody wants to get fucking hit in the balls
No.
because look, you
So
tap
with-
me in the balls, and if like I barely know you, you could get slammed.
Right. So within my group of friends, there's always somebody crumpled on the ground going, ah, like so, you know.
Yeah. And it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
terrible.
That's a horrible
Like,
game.
Yeah, it is a horrible game.
That is a horrible
So,
game.
so Nick, how do you feel about hugs?
Yeah, we didn't get to you.
People I know is one thing. I'm okay with that. But every now and again, there's somebody who only like sort of knows me. And they go for the hug, and I'm not gonna. I feel awkward. I don't like it.
Nick, I think, is not.
I have weird things with physical
innately.
touch.
Nick is not like a touchy, like
I'm
huggy
not.
person.
I
I don't know if I've really ever witnessed Nick do a bro hug.
Yeah.
Not often.
Yeah.
I am like
Not often.
I
Yeah.
am a huggy,
Nick,
touchy
Nick
person.
does the full extension handshake.
Right.
Hello.
no,
Nice to-
no slack in the
I'll
elbow.
even
Yeah.
lean back when I'm doing
Yes, he does the TP of the man.
the reverse TP.
Yeah,
Reverse
reverse
TP.
TP.
Touch toes, nothing else.
Yes,
The TP struck by lightning.
yes.
And this is interesting too. I see guys do this. Like one dude goes in for the hug, and the other guy turns to the side. So the other person kind of hugs them sideways.
Yes.
It's an extremely.
It's weird. It's weird.
You know what it is? You got to just take the front hug because it's so
Yeah.
feminine looking. Like, thank you. Like a little sweet little girl.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
oh. So you
Yeah,
can
I
never
don't know.
turn to the side. You have to take the hug full on.
Absolutely.
But my suggestion is lean forward so shoulders touch and nothing else. I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys advice. Right
I am in fact a huggy person, but if I get the vibe that you are not a huggy person, I will limit to a handshake. I'm accommodating.
Yes, I
Right.
agree. Agree. You have
And-
to kind of feel it
And
out.
I also have a guy friend,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do. It starts off as the bro hug, but then the handshake hand then goes on to the full, and then
Okay, so it's like the
Yeah.
bro.
Uh,
it's like the
it's,
bro.
it's the bro.
the pat,
Right.
and then
No,
a
no,
little.
but the pat is with the handshake hand.
Okay.
I don't know how it evolved to that.
Okay.
And I see this guy once every 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and it's the full. It's boom, bro.
But that's
hug,
somebody you're familiar
pop,
with.
pop,
So
and
now there's
then he does the next step and the kiss on the cheek.
okay.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
I've never
Wait,
seen
wait,
a kiss
wait,
on
hold
the
on,
cheek.
wait.
You,
that's
well,
not-
you had me
does
up to that
That's
point.
not abnormal. It's a descendant of the European greeting.
Correct,
Yeah, it's-
yes.
Does the French kiss come after that?
Generally, we start off with the peck and then go for the French.
Then the French.
Yeah.
And then the hand
We-
down the pants.
And then toss and salad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
See, it's always a step too far.
And my friend is also a big ass pat guy.
He's an ass pack guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see,
He's full.
I
He's
see,
all the way.
Okay,
That's,
Is he Italian?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
I want to take
I'm
it.
Italian. That
But
doesn't mean anything.
You grab ass all the time.
I don't grab ass
You're a
ever.
grab asser.
Yeah,
I barely
you-
grab my wife's ass. That's it.
Yeah, but she will kill you.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a
I've met your wife.
I have a question though, and I see guys interact all the time, and I want to know when you go for the ass pat or the cup, is it a alpha male move?
I think it can be, but mostly I think it's ironic.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
just
so it's
kinda-
ironic. It's not meant to intentionally make the other male feel
I
uncomfortable.
have met other
I've
alpha-
seen that happen though, for sure.
I do like the alpha male way of like trying to physically impose, and I find it hilarious personally.
Right.
But yes, I think mostly ass patting or grabs is more or less ironic. Like,
Yeah.
look what I do.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, it's an attention grabber, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Like an
I'm
alpha
not
male
sure.
thing?
differentiates
Like,
you from the pack.
I guess. I
Not that you don't run into that
I
many ass patters.
don't-
It's an affectionate
Mm-hmm.
thing, but not in
That's
the,
how you know you're special.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
like when my buddy does the ass pat, I'm like, hey, man.
see that would.
But I mean, maybe I'll get in there too. You know, like, hey, yeah, fuck.
no, see, I'm exactly.
But I'm going for the wallet. You see, that's the different. You know, like, oh, hey.
See, that was for me. That would be a conversation. Be like, no, we're not that good
This
friends.
is a business
But no.
opportunity.
Right. That's like people
That's
that
not
come in
happening.
and they're like, they start criticizing the way you look immediately. They're like, oh, you've gained some weight.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
You know,
Wait.
you know how you could clear your skin up? It's like, but that's the way the girls
So
do
the
the
backhand
alpha
compliment.
girl thing.
So the alpha
And I
girl
will
thing,
call you on it immediately. It's like,
The
hey, we
passive
ain't
aggressive.
friends like that.
So the alpha girl thing is like backhanded compliments.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's like they give you diet tips or exercise regimes.
Oh no! You know what
Oh,
I've done
my
to tone
God.
my.
You talk about your Vladimir protein.
Or they want to sell you like wraps or smudge sticks
Or, like-
Oh,
essential
no.
oils.
Or essential
I'm
oils.
like,
This is like the thing now.
ugh.
I don't
Or like
understand.
the patches that give you energy and make you not want to eat.
It's nicotine.
And
Snickerette.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
I smoked a
awesome.
pack a day and I was real skinny. It worked out well.
Yeah.
Now, see, I was fat and smoked. I was
That
See,
means
both.
that's
You're
how I
living the
stayed
fucking
thin.
life.
Now I love
Yeah.
eating. I was like, wow, food tastes great.
Fucking right it does.
So does
Food's
beer.
good.
I can feel my fingers.
You can feel your fingers.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
so anyway.
Shall we take a second
Let's
Yahoo
do- let's do
question?
another
Yeah,
one,
let's do it. I'm enjoying this.
Well,
Alrighty.
I want to bring up one more
we're
point.
we're just
One last point on the
Yes.
affection.
Oh
thing.
no.
Okay.
Chris's last
Yeah.
points are never.
I am all ears. Are you kidding me?
How about-
Totally wrong.
I'm all
How
in.
about the last form of the affectionate hand is the handshake, but it's the multitude handshake.
So it comes
It's
in
the-
several forms. So
it's
you got
the-
like the thumbs.
Well, no, it's like so the regular handshake with the thing, and then the pat, and then the and then the like, and it's like a dance.
Right.
It's like
too
a choreo-
complicated. I find the most
Yeah.
common one is like the thumb and then the shake.
Right. So we'll demonstrate to you guys.
Correct.
So the normal. What's up, man? Yeah. Fucking right. Oh.
I see that one all
Yeah.
the time.
And
Right.
then you can pound it out after.
You could.
Yeah.
but
So
then-
so we start.
Do you
instead of here,
explode?
boom.
Do you blow it up?
yeah,
Right,
that's-
okay.
So you could the
God, you
thing
guys
is
are
that
gay.
This can, but the thing is, this can propagate itself in like so many different forms.
Right.
Yeah.
And then turn
Yeah.
into the bro hug after you've done that. And
Correct.
like it's
it becomes a routine.
It's like a
and,
fucking
like,
patty cake
yeah,
thing.
and it also becomes like a ritual too.
Yeah,
so
it
like,
is.
and then
Because you have
it-
the same
right,
handshakes
and then
with certain people,
but then,
but different ones.
and then it builds on itself, and
Right.
you start getting confused because what routine do you have with whom?
Right.
You know.
I am very specific about a handshake. Number one, if a guy doesn't give me a firm handshake, I already I know it's stupid, but I
No,
think
it's
it's weird
true.
when they give you that
The limp
weird
noodle.
little right.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the handshake I give.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I shake and then I cup and then I firmly shake.
Oh yeah, no.
so
I
that
wanna,
means that
See,
I
like-
mean business.
I
Yeah.
want to send you in for surgery when I shake
Right.
your hand. Like that's
Yeah.
I have some dear friends of mine that intentionally there's some dudes and they'll shake my hand and then they'll do the thing where they'll slowly get tighter until I let go.
Oh yeah.
Now, let me
Ah.
ask you this: do you like handshake or do you like fist bump? I'm a fist bump guy.
No,
like
always
fist bump.
I always handshake.
Or
I
what about
shake
the
and then pat.
obnoxiously long handshake that
Yes.
never fucking ends?
and they
Because
keep,
y'all are talking
and they keep
you're
talking.
like, yeah,
No,
and you're just
that's
like,
weird,
and,
man.
and you're trying to pull back. You're like, okay, that was enough.
But they keep shaking.
Yeah, they keep shaking, and you're like,
Again, I think that's an alpha thing.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it's an alpha thing. I like
And the one,
dudes
too,
are
like-
like so weird.
And I saw something on this in a documentary. It is alpha when you shake someone and they grab your elbow. That's like a power move.
boom. Well, yeah, because you now have
Wait,
control
people are
of
grabbing elbows?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like if you're
When
shaking
did that
somebody-
start?
If you're shaking somebody's hand and they bring you, if they do this, that's a power move. They're saying
Right.
that's dominance over you.
And then you pee on them.
And then
I
you-
want you to pee on them.
or it's on the biceps when you do that. So it's a half bro hug. So instead of going around to the back, you grab the bicep.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just not touch?
See,
It's just easier. Just
Nick
like
is such
And
a
I
recluse.
don't know if
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's because
touch.
I'm a strong female or what, but I have these alpha things happen to me all the time. And I'm like, I'm not going to back off of it. You grab my bicep, I will grab your bicep. We will have a bicep challenge. But it's weird. It's like, yeah, but I love studying things like that, particularly between men.
Right.
Friggin' bizarre.
Oh well, guys are weird because like I've always had a fascination with like the alpha personality. Because
Right.
what happened when I worked in retail, you get these guys and they'd roll in and buy the most expensive thing in your store and they'd plunk down the platinum American Express.
Yeah.
Like, ever seen one of these babies?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you are so magnificent. Like
It's the only way to handle people like that when you work in customer service is agree with everything.
right.
Dude, that American Express black
Express?
car express
It's like
black
4
card
pounds.
is like the coveted card.
It's a quarter pound of.
I've held a couple of
It's
those. Yeah.
titanium.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, and
You're like-
they offered me like something ridiculous like that, and it's like $500 to sign up for it or something.
Right.
Like you have to
But
pay
it's
for it.
totally a stat. I mean, you do have the higher limit or whatever, but it's a status.
It's a
symbol.
status.
You
thing.
get to
That's all
you
it
get to
is.
sit
Well,
in
the
this,
black card has no limit.
Right.
Yep.
and you could sit in like a
It is unlimited, and you have to spend. I think that you have to either pay for it, or you have to
So
spend
like
$100,000.
$5,000 a year or something like that.
No, 100,000 a month.
Oh, that one.
oh that's
Yeah.
insanity.
No, that's
oh,
like I'm
not
talking
that
like
one.
the top
But the thing
tier.
is that, like,
you
I
could
ran
buy
in-
a fucking jet plane with it.
I ran into one of those every other day, and every other day the person said, "You ever seen one of these babies?" I'm just like, "No, you are so wonderful."
That's like I had a customer come in the other day, and it's like, "How long have you been working here that you don't remember my order?" And I'm like, "I'm not all there. You know me,
You're
not
that-
very smart."
You're not that.
I'm
special.
detached because I have to deal with assholes like you. I'm trying to forget you every time you walk out.
Right.
And you're like, what do you even say to that? Anyway, and again, that's like it was a female to female alpha move. That's like,
Oh, no.
clearly you're not very smart.
You poor gals.
I was even unaware that there were.
You gals
like,
are ruthless
alphas.
with shit too. I mean, like,
Yeah, it is, and
Like
I
that.
just
like between one another, y'all are awful to each other. Like,
And what it
really
is,
are,
but you
yeah.
know what? This is it. And with men and with women, the thing is you're unhappy.
Uh-huh.
And so, but
gonna-
anybody
Everybody
that does
else
that
should?
is extremely unhappy. And it's like, I have to like tear you down in the smallest little 1,000 tiny bites way that I can.
Right.
But if you're confident and you're a happy person, then it's, it annoys you because you know it happened because you're intelligent enough to know that would just happen. But at the same time, you got to let it roll off. Because this person, I think you're going to go home and have a terrible day, and my day's going to be rocking. So, you're the problem. It's
pretty
Anyway, hugs. So there we
Hugs.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
hugs.
go.
Yay!
And
Jesus
we're out.
Christ.
We finally finished that
I
whole
know.
segment
All
right
right,
there.
there's one question. All right.
Okay.
All
We
right.
only have 40 left.
Typical total BS show.
But I feel as though we went through every gambit of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely,
we
yeah.
really.
We're multifaceted, if nothing else.
I know.
There's one thing I know. It's handshakes.
Okay, here we go. So here's a nice and light one for you guys. Jesus, real or fake?
What? That's not even a
No,
question. That's
no,
totally
it is-
subjective.
It was anyway.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Skip that one.
Real
No,
or
it is actually one of
wait.
the questions. You can see it. It's right there. But we're gonna skip that one.
I think the poll question is a must.
I like the one. No, I like the one right below it. You see this one? True or false? You have never been fired from a job.
Oh, I've been fucking fired. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
fucking
fired.
yeah.
Yeah.
What job have you? You've been self-employed as long as I've known you.
Well, I've never fired myself.
Yeah.
Yet.
I got fired from working at Express Women's Clothing Store.
Already a mistake.
This is
you
going to
did
be
that.
amazing.
I forgot you did that.
You have no idea how good of a salesman I was. But
Chris does have a way of talking with ladies.
I mostly worked in the back room, like folding the clothes and putting them on hangers and stuff. And I had some Chinese food that was questionable one day. Oh wait, double story actually. So the first time I had to call in sick, but I had a girl over at my house, and her car got stolen from in front of my house. And in the morning, so I had to like hang out, like, take care of the situation.
Right.
So I had to call in sick. I was like, you won't believe me, but this really happened.
My dog ate my homework.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't. So cool, no big deal. And they gave me a ton of shit for it. They were really salty about it. So I don't know. Like 6 months later, I had some really bad Chinese food on a Saturday, and vomited until Sunday. Okay, basically. And I called in and I was like, fucking, there's no way. Like, you have no idea how bad this was. And they were like, and yeah.
So you
That
called
was
in
it.
sick twice and they fired you?
Yeah, basically. Well, the first one was like the unbelievable story because of the way the whole, like, in the end, that story was epic.
Right.
But the second time was just like, I literally had,
Run-of-the-mill food
And
poisoning.
when it's 6 months between days that you got to call in,
Right.
totally understandable. I mean, not everybody is like just escapes fate like that, you know.
Right.
Every week, then you start thinking,
it's a whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
you're a liability, like something's wrong. But if it's 6 months, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a thing. But yeah, I got fired.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share a?
I've
fire
only been
story?
fired from one job, and that was the job where I worked with you.
Wait, we've worked at a couple spots.
It was the movie theater.
Oh, the movie theater.
Yeah.
You got fired from that?
I got fired from the movie
How-
theater.
What
Wait,
did you
what
do
was
to
the
get
straw?
fired?
What was the straw that broke the camel's back? Because we got a lot. We got away with a lot.
Our general manager had been trying to find a way to get rid of me for some time. Because
Was this the one with like the
As
bald
you-
spot back?
as you know, my
Okay, all
my
right.
rap sheet was long and varied.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
This might surprise our listeners, but Ben was a bit of a cut up.
no. So anyway,
I might have been an enabler.
Never
for this.
sarcastic.
So-
Never.
so
I was a bit of an enabler.
one of my favorite things was I would antagonize people when I worked in box office because there was a piece of glass between me and them, so I'd get them as pissed off as possible because they could do nothing.
It would have been funny if anybody just one day like broke the glass and just like, and it came down and you're just like, ooh.
No, they just disappear, and then they're standing right behind you. And you're like,
Well, this was back when this applied. I'd be like, nice trucker hat. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, I think you know what that means.
all right, and 2 tickets to Titanic. Would you
Right,
like?
right.
And he'd be like, "Would you like to buy the warranty?"
So anyway, there's that. Anyway, I think my register came up short like $20. Normally that would be like you get your hand slapped. It's like you're out.
They removed the 20 to 15 minutes earlier.
They're like, you are gone. You are out of here. So
Yeah.
anyway, because at that place too, you had to return your uniform, and I never brought my name tag. You know that.
Of course.
And so
And even when you did, didn't you have like 20 different
what
names?
I do is because they required name tags, I'd have to make a new name tag every time I forgot one. So I had like several dozen name
I
tags.
remember you making up names to go on
I
that name
would,
tag.
and I would do variation on the spelling of my name, or I'd put another name, whatever. So when I got fired, I had to return my uniform. So I returned the uniform plus an entire brown bag full of name tags.
Nice.
And the firing manager thought that was hilarious. So
That
that
is
was the.
hilarious.
Good for you.
By the way, Narvi on Ustream has checked in. Nice to catch you guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Before
Narvi.
Christmas.
Hey,
Have a good one,
Narvi.
by the way. Hey, girl. Alrighty. Or hey, furry. I should say hey, fox. He's a fox. See? I pay attention to furries.
Nick's
Wait
a
a
fox.
Wait a minute. Or is
No.
that sexist because you said fox?
Ooh,
He's a fox.
yeah.
It's not
She's a-
sexist.
she's
That's
a
saying-
literal
that's,
fox.
That's saying that
That's
she,
literally
you're
like
implying that she's good
if you look at her avatar, she is a
Nick,
fox.
you are such a sexist.
Why are you making this dirty? There's no reason to make this
It's not
dirty.
dirty. I'm just calling out your sexism.
There is no sexism
Quit
here.
mansplaining.
Yeah.
Nick's like mansplaining everything. Like it's like a compliment.
You better check
Yeah.
your
I
male
I was trying to
privilege
say
Yes.
something. I was trying to say something nice.
I'm checking my privilege at the door.
at
I
the
think,
door.
I think my favorite.
At the
grab another
gender
beer,
neutral
go drink
door.
my
Drink
fa-
more, damn it.
you know
Yeah,
the.
we do grab me a beer, please. I
Yeah,
need more for
I
this
think
show.
I think my favorite with that was the female who was going off about
Kind you want.
not to be sexist and gender neutrality and all this other stuff, and then the last thing she says out of her mouth was "Thanks, guys." I was like, "Did you okay?" I was like, "You said guys."
Gender and
Yeah.
To me, everybody is dude and guy. Everybody.
Right.
I tend to be a little more old time. Like, hey, fellow,
Hey there, fella.
Pip pip cheerio.
pep pep.
Hey, buddy.
Say, my good man.
I say.
I can imagine he was like a drunk Englishman.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, fucking old pair off.
You'd make a great Arthur, though.
Oh, yeah.
They like
You
that.
would make it.
I have never been canned. I have
Never.
walked
You've never
out
been
of
fired.
never.
I've only been fired
I've
once.
walked out of
But
2
there,
or 3
is
Yeah,
times.
but that's
is
not
there-
the
being
question.
but is there that fine line between quitting and being fired?
No.
Did you ever
They
pull
wanted-
that? What's
they-
that? You're
they-
trying to
every-
fire me? I'm leaving.
Everybody called me back except for one place, and they were like had such a high turnover they were used to it. They're like,
Okay.
okay, there's another one going out the door. Like, we're not gonna change anything though.
Yeah, because if you just stop showing up for work,
Right.
do you get fired or
I
did you
think-
quit? I mean, like, if you
I quit. I stopped showing up for work for a week once, and finally had to write them an email telling them I had quit. And they're like, "Oh, we didn't know you weren't showing up for work." I'm like,
The hell are you getting
Can I
paid?
get my
Really?
paycheck?
Jesus,
Yeah.
you were that invisible? You should have let that keep going. And
and
see-
that
tried that as
and
long
that
as
is
possible.
why I quit. I won't mention it, but I was
Jesus.
hired to kind of like rebrand a place, and every single suggestion I gave them, they were like, "That's terrible." And so after about 2 weeks, I was like, "My work is done here. I've given you all of my ideas. I've only done this for 25 years of my life, and clearly you don't want to take my advice." So I stopped showing up, and they never noticed.
pretty awesome.
And then they got mad when I emailed them. They're like, "You just can't walk out." I'm like, "I did like 2 weeks ago. You didn't
Yeah,
notice."
I didn't even notice.
Weird, man.
And Nick, did you ever get canned?
Yes, I did. And real quick, before I get into that story, there are a couple people watching us live. And hello, everybody, by the way. We always appreciate you.
Hello.
If you're listening to this on our SoundCloud or our YouTube, by the way, you can catch us live whenever we broadcast. Ustream.tv/channel/brainstatic will be the channel.
Nobody pays
But no,
attention.
I got
to us.
I got fired from a couple of places. The most notable one was I actually, believe it or not, worked in a tuxedo place for like 2 weeks.
What?
It didn't last
did.
long.
No way.
It did not last. I and look, I want to be really clear. I'm not trashing the place. The people who work there, perfectly decent people. Really, it's just I had no business being at a tuxedo place. This was like right in the middle of Nebulous. Like we were like, I'm a
I
rocker,
can't
man.
see that happening.
I'm a rocker
Because you had the haircut and everything.
Oh, dude, I had the long hair. I have no idea why they hired me. Like literally, like if you would have looked at me back then, you're
So,
like, he's
did
the
you
last
go to
person.
So, like, did you go to work in like a a sports shirt and a tie? And
Oh no, they didn't let me be seen by the public. I was in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cleaning everything.
You were like, were you washing like the shit stains out of pants and stuff?
No,
or-
I
yeah,
was-
you were
no.
like the stock monkey, right?
No, you're like scrubbing the shoes and making sure
I
all the
see, I
cufflinks
see.
are out or in their little spots when they come pick. Yeah, I was
how
that guy.
terrible.
Yeah.
I hated it.
That
I
sounds
hated
amazing.
Yeah,
every
getting fired
minute
was
of
a
it.
kindness.
No,
Yeah.
I had no business being there. I had no business applying. I had no business being there, and
And I
it's
think that's a
amazing I lasted
conversation
long.
for another day, but I would like to know, like I said, another day, the jobs that you took knowing you were going to be unhappy. And then the jobs you took thinking you were going to be happy, and you're like, oh, no. So, because I have several on both of those, and I knew I wasn't going to be happy, and then I have jobs that I took that I thought I was going to be happy, and realized it's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
the luck
a
of the
topic
draw.
for another time, but
Yeah.
very interesting.
Indeed.
Luck of the
Alrighty.
draw.
You ready to go with another one?
Let's do it.
Let's see. How about?
I'm just trying to figure
Nothing heavy, because I see some up there that I don't even
There's
wanna
a few of them
find.
that are heavier than others.
Look at
yeah.
I want to
right
go
above the
wait,
Jesus one. Look at this
First-
shit.
first
Like,
of
what the
all-
hell?
First of
there's
all,
look. There's a few
First
of
of
them
all-
that are a little.
McDonald's versus Burger King, I think, is a very, very good.
I think we can make that the quick and easy.
Yeah.
That could be a pretty.
That's like,
big
to
thing.
me, it's a
I'm
no-brainer.
selling that right now. Taco Bell.
No, you can't
No,
do
you
that.
can't do that. No,
now
we have
there's
to-
gonna
we
be a
have to-
fast
No, now we
food
have
fight.
to.
No,
because
no,
we-
no,
we
no.
have to discuss the issue at hand.
They don't sell fucking hamburgers at Taco Bell.
You don't need a freaking fast food hamburger.
Also-
I want a hamburger. I'll go to a restaurant.
That's not even
Taco Bell.
taco fillings. That's like shredded Chinese newspaper they put in a taco shell.
Yeah.
Okay,
You eat
let's-
there too, motherfucker.
So are we going to turn this into best fast food chain
No.
or
We-
McDonald's or Burger King?
No, we have to debate.
I'll let y'all
the question
answer.
is McDonald's or Burger King.
Easy.
For me, honest to God, neither. I haven't had either in years.
Oh,
Okay.
'cause I only eat health food. All right, what about you?
I never said that.
Between the two, Burger King.
Shut up.
Really?
Disgusting.
I don't like McDonald's at all.
Why?
Not even the chicken nuggets.
No.
See that? Yeah.
All right, so to me
How
this
drunk are you?
to me this is easy.
This is an exhausted show for me. I'm back
So
to my
you
old
prefer
self.
McDougal's?
Okay, and I'll tell you why. Number one, I don't really eat meat too much. I do eat fish, and like the squished fish sandwich is freaking
Phenomenal.
fantastic, right?
Yeah.
And number two, the fries are my second favorite fries in the world.
McDougal's
Which
fries
one?
are
And
good.
I'm a fried connoisseur.
Yeah.
The fries at Burger King are way too battered. The
Yeah.
fries at McDonald's are perfect. The only place that's got better fries at McDonald's is Siberia's Club.
Rally's just
Siberia?
Rally's has good fries.
Oh no, that's nasty. Anything that
Rallies are
batters their
good.
fries,
Siberia
you're gonna
has
be
the
sick.
one that's got like the crunchy outside and the
Yes,
yeah.
and they put like dill on them.
Yeah.
The sprinkled dill.
Yeah,
they're
the sprinkled
phenomenal.
dill really. But that's a restaurant.
It's a nightclub.
It's
It's
a
a
nightclub.
heavy metal bar.
They also
but,
have
yeah.
pierogies though, so I mean like
They have
that's-
the only place in town that's got pierogies. But anyway, that's my shout out to Siberia. That place is fantastic.
Yeah, go to Siberia.
Oh god.
Yeah, but,
I won't even mention that.
But man, any place that batters their fries, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be sick. That oil is gonna make you ill.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, but it's
and,
it's so worth
and
it.
I'm gonna go Burger King.
Ah!
See?
And I'm gonna tell you why. And pros and cons of both. But
Flame broiled.
flame broiled,
Yeah.
you taste it.
You
Who
can
cares?
taste
Who
it.
knows if it's really done or
It
just
doesn't matter.
the sprinkle that they put
It's
on it.
definitely a flavor manufactured.
But I
yeah.
can get the Whopper, and it comes with tomatoes, which are some of my favorite things in the world.
Sure.
You go to McDonald's, they have one burger with tomatoes on it,
Yeah,
Yes.
and you gotta have tomatoes.
and that's the
burger.
quarter pounder deluxe.
Right.
Anything else, there's no other tomato on anything.
Well,
so
they only have
Burger
one
King,
burger that has the tomato. Like those tomatoes are automatically suspect because
Yeah, you
how
only got
often do you go
one.
through that? You know.
yeah, like you bite into it and it's crunchy because it's still frozen.
Right,
You
right.
know, you're like the burger was hot, but the tomato's frozen.
Right.
Well, you don't remember? 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame
Sesame
seed
seed
bun.
bun.
And then they would have it on 2 different sides. They would have hot stays hot, cold stays cold. Remember that?
Yes.
We have some
And then
people-
you would
we have some
assemble
people-
your own sandwich.
Right.
We have some people weighing in on Ustream. Aaron
Ooh.
says Arby's has the best fries, hands down, but
The
Chick-fil-A is
circle.
pretty good too.
Waffle
Chick-fil-A,
fries are
waffle
different.
fries.
Waffle
that's a
fries
different.
are different.
All right,
different.
all right, fair
yeah, that's
enough.
different. Waffle fries are a whole different beast.
Chick-fil-A, I dig myself some Chick-fil-A.
I dig
I'm
myself some
not gonna-
Chick-fil-A also, but we're
I
in
also
Burger
like-
King versus McDonald's.
I like Arby's too, but yeah, it is a little off topic.
Okay, so we just established burgers.
Burgers.
Okay.
As far as
Arby's
burgers
has
go,
horsey sauce.
Nuggets.
as far as
so-
burgers
Yeah, of course
go,
he saw.
it's always Burger King because, well, technically I like Wendy's burgers better, but like if we're between the two, McDonald's burgers just taste like sponges.
Yeah, I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
weigh in on burgers
Yeah,
anymore because I haven't had a
Right.
burger in like
But-
3 or 4 years.
But I'll say that McDonald's nuggets are better, and McDonald's' sweet and sour sauce is way better
Sweet
than
and sour sauce is pretty.
it's
badass.
ballin'. Like
Yeah.
that's a good sauce.
So what you're saying is both places have pros and cons.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right, okay.
That's such a dangerous stand to take. Jesus.
What?
Wait, is anybody else finding problems with these multi-coke machines now? That-
I like them fine.
That
All the drinks taste the exact same. That's what I like about them. It's like-
yeah.
Can't mess it up.
Right, you can't-
Like
you
I get
know,
a tea and I'm like, where did not a tea? I get a lemonade and I'm like, tastes like strawberry.
It tastes like strawberries.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm like who the fuck? What did somebody drink before me? You know, because it has a little residue of whatever the
Right.
fuck the thing was before.
Okay, now
Just-
you guys are splitting fast
Fucking
food
hate
hairs.
that.
You're paying $3 for 18
Wait,
meals.
okay, but everybody hands down, and this is a proven fact that McDonald's has got the best fountain drinks.
They definitely are well carbonated.
Absolutely
Yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
on the spot,
See,
and
this
they
was gonna
pride
be a real quick
themselves.
topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pride themselves on that.
All right. Let's do one more.
Yeah.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find one. Hold on.
God, these are terrible.
By the way, the Yahoo questions are way more racist than I expected. Jesus
What did
Christ.
you expect, man? That's
Dude, I'm scrolling down. Like, I'm not even scrolling down to the one on the
Can-
screen.
yeah,
I'm,
like scroll down on that one. I want to see how
No.
bad this
No, we're not
No.
weighing in on
no,
anything
no,
stupid.
No,
goes.
Like-
No, I just want to read some of them.
I'll
no.
show
You don't
later.
want to do that,
And like this is like the top hits too.
right?
I know. Okay.
I hate that.
What? Okay. Here's one. What is the worst movie you've ever seen?
Oh man.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
That is so subjective though, because like some of the worst movies I've ever
Oh, it's
seen
it's completely
are also
subjective.
some of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So what's the best worst movie you've ever seen?
Best worst movie?
I'm about to think about
Oh,
this.
dude, there was a bunch.
I'm about to think
There's a
about this one.
bunch.
For me, it was Nicolas Cage's Wicker Man.
Oh, absolutely.
That movie
Yeah.
was just.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Nicolas Cage has a few of those because I gotta
Yes.
say, I went back. I remember when Face Off originally came out. In
Horrible.
video.
horribly
I-
awesome.
I loved it back then.
Fucking love it
I
still.
recently,
Love it
I recently went back and tried to watch it. It does not hold up.
No.
Even,
You
I saw
can't
it
get
not
through
that
it.
long ago.
even a little
You
bit.
can't. Although, okay, so let's talk about Face Off really quickly, though. Okay, so Face Off is completely an unreasonable premise. Number one, because Nicolas Cage is a smaller bone man than giant ape head John Travolta. Like, you
Cro-Magnon.
can
Yeah.
never, ever, ever put Nicolas Cage's face on John Travolta's head. It's never going to happen.
No.
Okay, number one.
Can
Number
we, can
two.
We, can we pull up some facts on maybe the height difference?
Oh,
Yeah.
And
right.
the, you
The
know,
difference of who?
of
the
Nicolas
head-
Cage
I want
versus
to know
John
the head
Travolta.
circumference.
Well, yeah, we'll see what size hats they wear. I'm sure
Right.
that's on the
Yes,
internet.
yes.
Hold on. I
Okay.
Yeah.
So number two.
And how did they get the ears too? It wasn't just the face. It was like
Right,
the
right.
whole.
All right, so I
John-
believe it. Look, I believe in suspension of disbelief. Problem number two with Face Off. He goes into the prison and he's like, I got to be real careful with the way I answer my questions because face transplants are so common. Wait a second, how do I know it's really you and not a plant? Okay.
Just FYI, by the way, there is 2 inches height difference between Travolta and Cage.
Okay,
Two
so it's
inches.
doable.
Okay.
Right there.
Travolta is actually taller.
I
had no
knew. I
idea.
figured that he looks
I had
like
no
he
idea.
looks like he would be. He looks like Frankenstein's
He
monster.
seems more like troglodytish, though. I don't know. It's like
But all right, so the two movies, like again, Face Off and Wicker Man, are two of my least. I think they're horrible movies. However, I've written songs about both of those films.
We have some weigh-ins from our UStream channel.
Okay.
Aaron Yep says The Master of Disguise is the worst movie I've ever seen. So terrible.
oh, is that the one with
That's-
Dana Carvey?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, like,
Pretty bad.
I'm gonna say like Gummo.
Gummo.
Oh, okay.
Made me feel fucking dirty.
But,
thing
that-
is,
but
just-
it evoked a
and-
reaction.
and-
though.
yeah.
It evoked a lot of uncomfortable
And
emotions.
so we were just, but
Yeah.
it's not just a what the fuck did I just watch?
I tend to like also movies that like every single scene is awkward. Like
Yeah.
it makes me think of like movies that came out when I worked at a movie theater. Do you remember the Mariah Carey movie Glitter?
Oh God,
Every
was
single
bad.
scene was awkward.
Oh, that was
or
bad.
like it was the Jennifer Affleck, Jennifer
Aniston?
Bennifer.
No,
It was
It was
Bennifer.
the Bennifer movie.
Geely.
Remember that one?
Geely.
Every single scene
Oh.
was awkward.
How about this
Oh.
one? How about my personal favorite? Showgirls.
Oh, that
that
one
was
is
so bad.
awful.
That
Wait,
was
but you can't
awesome.
watch the
Again, every scene is awkward.
No, but you can't watch the unedited version. You have to watch the one on television because
Then
they
it really
superimpose bras over their breasts.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
The
awesome.
bras move around and they're just like a blurry bra, and it's so fantastic. So
really is.
Showgirls is like
Showgirls
I might have
is
to check
amazing.
that out.
But
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking
Just
From
for
funny.
there,
that.
I tend to divert straight into Patrick Swayze movies, like Roadhouse.
stop!
Is Roadhouse is like the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, okay.
the worst movie ever.
Look. Roadhouse is a work of art.
It's true.
Don't you ever fart on Patrick Swayze?
It's also
He's sorry, Patrick.
What about
Swayze
any
doesn't
Jean Claude Van Damme movie?
we were
shut
just
up!
we were just discussing Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Like,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. He has not been in a bad movie ever.
I come in peace. You go in pieces.
Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Narvi on Ustream, The Room.
Ooh.
The
Oh.
Room. I still have not seen that. I need to see it.
You probably shouldn't then if people are saying don't see
No,
it.
but it's one of those movies that like everybody talks about though. It's everybody agrees that it's bad, but somehow everybody has seen.
Well, like,
And
what about
I've
like
missed it.
What about like The Lost Highway?
I liked Lost Highway up until I think Lynch is a genius, but I think once he got up to Lost Highway, that's when the wheels started to come off the bus.
Yeah, it was.
He's
yeah.
done everything after that has been even worse than Lost Highway. Like I think Lost Highway held together halfway through.
Dick
and then,
Laurent is dead.
It's been too long since I watched that movie. I don't
And
even
you're
remember
like,
Okay, is there any? I hate even
it.
asking
She
this.
even suggests Sharknado, by the way. Where'd you
Yeah.
put
But
that?
that was
Yeah, but that was intentionally
Yeah, if
bad.
it's
I don't
intentional,
know,
it
I
doesn't
don't know if
count.
that
like
even
Well,
counts.
kinda the same
zombie
vein, though.
strippers, awesome.
Right. Does that even count? if it's
Zombie
intentionally bad?
beavers, awesome.
Oh,
also
have you guys seen The Beaver
Phenomenal.
with Mel Gibson?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
that one.
definitely up there. Okay, so Mel Gibson has this. He starts losing his mind, so he does therapy, but he only talks to a beaver puppet he holds on it. And this was trying to resurrect his career by doing another drama after
Right.
he was turned out to be like a wretched, racist, horrible.
So like in real life.
Yeah, exactly. No, but he was
Anti-Semitic,
but he was trying to resurrect his career. So he did this movie. Jodie Foster cast him, trying to help him resurrect his career, and it failed miserably. It was a terrible movie.
It was that bad.
Yeah, he talked to a beaver
Yeah,
puppet.
it was like Simple Jack style. Like, terrible.
yes.
I mean, my favorite movies are the movies where all the shit happens and then they wake up and you're like, it was all a dream. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, those are the most worthless fucking movies.
What was the one?
Oh, I tell you another fucking movie that I fucking hated. Fucking the latest one, Arrival.
Really?
What is
Arrival.
that?
It was fucking
I haven't seen that one.
brilliant. And then just shit the bed.
I think a lot of
Really?
genre film is like that though. Sci-fi,
Shit.
horror. The last
Shit.
5 minutes they ruin everything.
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
And the reason I hated that movie is because of no other reason anybody ever thought about it.
Okay, okay, what's that?
So, in the end, it's like, well, you'll
All right,
see.
go ahead for
But,
the-
it's not going to spoil anything
Okay,
because you have
okay.
to like. So it's like a slight little hint to time travel, and basically in the end it goes, and you will save us in 3,000 years,
What?
and then you go,
That's it?
Spoiler alert.
wait, no, but then you're like, well, what happened? So I have to wait 3,000 years to find out the true ending of what the fuck really happened just now? I'm waiting for a fucking answer. And it's like the subplot is actually the real plot.
Right.
And you're like, fuck.
Let me
You
also
know what
throw
happens
this
in
one out
3,000
there,
years.
and it's kind of, let's just go with Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, fucking
Yeah,
terrible. God.
Yeah.
I want my fucking
bad.
hours of my life back. That was terrible.
I skipped that one.
That was fucking, you're a good man.
I got lucky on that one.
But
Shit.
that's what made me think of it. Was like I was willing to go along with it until the end. I'm like, no,
Right.
no.
What about any Medea movies? I can't
I haven't.
stand them.
I haven't.
I like
seen
Medea
it.
That's
movies.
not-
I really
That's
do.
not for us. It's just it's one of those. That's one of those
What
things.
are you talking about? I love Medea
it's like-
movies.
really?
Yeah.
It's like to me that's like daytime talk shows. Like I watch that like this is clearly
It's
not
like
for me.
it's like watching a sitcom though. It's not.
I
it's
can't-
Like,
What? It's like watching The View, and you
It's-
go, ugh.
It's not heady. It's just fun.
Okay,
you know?
here's a real quick one, and everybody's got to say it quick. Okay, what movie did you think was going to be terrible? You waited 10 years to see it, and when you saw it, you were like, "This is like the greatest movie ever."
What movie did you? What movie did you think was going to be bad and ended up being all right?
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I waited a long time to
Okay.
see it. Yeah.
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
It really was.
For me, it was Eyes Wide Shut because everybody told me, "Oh, it's such a kinky movie," and then I watched it. I was like, "This movie is brilliant. It's really fantastic."
I fell asleep during that movie 3 times.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm trying to think of
I
what
tried.
movies like everyone's
I
like,
loved it.
That movie fucking sucked, and then I finally saw it and was like, "That movie's fucking awesome." Man. That was
Right.
stupid.
No, okay. So you know what movie that I think everybody else thought was god awful, but I actually somewhat enjoyed in some level. You remember that flick from a while back, AI? That Kubrick started.
Okay, again,
and then
Kubrick.
Kubrick,
yes.
Kubrick started it and Spielberg finished.
Yes.
And everybody was like, "This movie stinks." I'm
I thought
like,
it was
I
good.
kind of liked it. Like,
I got to tell you, there's 2 movies that I ugly cry. There are 3 movies that I ugly cry at where there's like snot coming out of my face.
Bubbling out.
Braveheart,
Okay.
The Green Mile,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And-
Green Mile makes me cry, and I'm not like a movie crier.
and AI.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 movies that it's uncontrollable snot crying.
The only thing I did not like about AI though is like at the end, as
the
per
end. The end was stupid.
as per the usual with American cinema, they start like bludgeoning you over the head with the point of the
oh,
movie.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
will do that.
Now AI, how old is AI?
It's old.
It's
14,
dude, like
15 years old?
2001.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you're going way back.
Okay, so the one for me like that was Vanilla Sky.
I like that
because
movie.
yeah, but they walk in and he says tax support. They
Oh.
should have ended the movie right there, but then they're like,
Right.
okay,
Oh,
now we're gonna tell you what that means.
Nick was.
I
one-
hate
There
I
you
hate
go.
that. No, the very end. Open your eyes. Fuck you!
right.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like, had you realized that he was like in stasis or whatever the whole time, I got it right at that point. I was like, whoa, what a great point to stop the movie.
Right.
You just had the reveal, and they're like, no, we have to explain.
Well,
to the
it was the
stupid
same
people.
thing too with that really good Daniel Day-Lewis Lincoln movie.
Yes.
That was a fantastic movie all the way up until the point where like
What-
Wait,
they-
wait, is that Gangs of New York you're talking about?
no, this is
Oh no, the
this is Lincoln.
Lincoln.
The movie
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
I got it.
And they show him and he's walking off at the end after he's talked to his to his Secretary of War or whatever, and they show him walking down a hallway and it slowly fades to white. And I'm like, that was a perfect ending. No, that was not the
then
end.
it fades back
Then
in.
it fades back in and they show him dead and draped with a flag. I'm like, no! That's not
Right, you see that beautiful ending, and then they screw it up.
right.
Yeah. Lynch is the same way. He'll end a movie 75 times.
Right.
Right. Anyway.
Now I'm trying to think of a movie where the ending completely ruined it for me. I'm trying to think.
There
I think
was
you
a
know what?
bunch.
Contact. Contact was that
Yeah.
one. I hated the ending to Contact. It was such a freaking cop out. Where Jodie Foster suddenly talks, but like the alien takes the form of her dad. Like, yeah, but y'all aren't really ready yet.
I know. Thank
What
you.
the
Yeah,
hell?
I'm going to go with that, too. And
So if we're not ready yet, why the fuck did you come?
Right.
horror movies
Exactly.
Fuck is the-
horror movies show their hand at the end are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, but I think that just goes back to the point of like, I think all these endings are like afterthoughts because somebody think, well, what if they just don't get it? Like, what if they just think the movie's, not over?
Right. But best tacked on ending or that changed the whole movie was High Tension. Have you guys seen that one?
What
No.
the
I don't
fuck
think
are
I
you
saw that
talking
one.
about,
Okay,
man?
it's a French film called Hot Tension.
Hot-
Hot Tension.
H-A-U-T.
And but it's
Hot.
in English it's High Tension.
Is it
and
subtitles?
Yes, it is.
Then I
And
won't watch
it's a girl, and she is being chased by a serial killer, and the ending completely changes the whole movie. They tacked it on. It wasn't ever supposed to end like that, but with the tacked on ending, it changes the whole thing, and it goes from being a serial killer movie to being freaking fantastic.
Right.
Oh.
So-
Well, another French film I like was Irreversible. Kind of the similar thing. It follows the story backwards.
Yes.
And
Right.
so the beginning of the story is the end of the story, and
Right.
it freaking blows your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
the French have great movies.
Yeah.
Another movie that I thought was going to be good, but turned out to be phenomenal, was Sausage Party.
Really?
Never heard of it.
Dude,
That's
my
the
god.
Seth Rogen
Seth Rogen
animated movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just
Sausage Party. Okay.
Sausage
Oh,
Party.
and anybody that hates that movie,
I haven't seen it.
Phenomenal.
that the interview, anybody that hates the interview doesn't have a soul.
The
Because
interview.
that
What
is
is
a
the interview?
funniest
What's the interview?
movie.
You never seen the interview either?
What is
That's
that?
Seth Rogen and James Franco. And
Oh, no, I
they
never
go
saw it,
into-
no.
Oh,
Okay,
dude.
I
It's
drove
bad,
to
man.
the West Bank to watch it on
Holy
Christmas.
shit.
Oh, really?
They released it on Christmas because remember, like they were gonna hack and they were gonna shut it down,
Right.
And they had terrorist
Oh,
threats.
the interview was great.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to the theater to see it on Christmas Day, on opening night, and I took a bunch of my friends that didn't have anywhere to go for Christmas.
Sure.
We all got in the van. We went down there, and it's like that movie that you laughed you're going to throw up on yourself.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, that's
and
how
then they
funny it
did.
is.
Was it The End of the World? Was the other one that they did?
World's End.
World's
No,
End.
that wasn't
This is
World's
the end
End.
or something like that.
Yeah, the end.
This is
This
the
is the
end.
end.
Yeah.
But World's End was
Phenomenal.
good too. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Anyway, there's a lot of
Oh
good
my
movies and a
God.
lot of bad ones out there.
Yep.
So we'll
Gotcha.
I love that movie.
All right, are we ready to wrap up?
Let's do this.
Yep.
I think we're ready to wrap up. All right, we'll do plugs, and then we're going to end on a Christmas Carol.
Oh, and everybody send in your most favorite and least favorite movie to us.
I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
I'll
I
roll
want
with
to.
that.
I want to hear what our viewers think. Our listeners.
Viewers, listeners. We have both, actually.
You know, and
we're on multiple.
I really hated the Napoleon Dynamite movie.
I'll go with you on that.
No,
I think
no,
I
no.
left. No. I
Where
left.
is that dude now?
No, I'm with you.
It
I'm
doesn't
with you on
matter.
What? No, where is? I'm just
can't
curious.
be
Like
friends with him
he was
anymore.
like
No,
this guy, and then is he still around?
That's
I
one of
laughed.
the best movies I've ever
Another
seen.
movie that I was in the theater and I was like about to throw up. I was laughing so hard.
The girls that were sitting in front of us turned around after the movie and said that the best part of this movie was you were laughing.
Right.
I'm actually
the
kind of
whole
with Chris
time.
on this one. I laughed twice during that entire movie. I watched it because everybody was talking about it, and I just
You
I
guys
didn't
have
get
no
it.
soul.
I laughed hysterically throughout.
Me too.
Really.
I know too many people like that, and I just want to.
You're
punch them
looking
in
at
the
two
face.
of them right
Yeah.
now.
No, 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 no.
Hey!
No.
Thanks a lot.
No,
Hey.
it's-
Can I have your
it's-
thoughts?
It's
You know I'm trained to
That
be a
was
cage
me in
fighter,
high school.
right?
I
Yeah.
can't even say anything.
well, it's just that mentality with like, okay, all right, I'm at work and I gotta put like stamps on something.
Did you totally want to be friends with Napoleon Dynamite? I totally want to be friends with that
I want
guy.
to be
right?
friends with Pedro personally.
Pedro too.
Pedro was
right?
awesome.
Pedro
Don't
was
get
my
me
jam,
wrong.
yeah.
Look.
Anyway.
And then I like the other movie he was in with the figure skating with your
Yes,
boy.
that was
That
funny.
was fucking
Yeah.
good. So he did have another movie.
He did have
He
another
did have another movie, and
Wait,
now he's gone.
He
I
wasn't.
don't know what he's doing.
He wasn't Anakin Skywalker.
No.
I don't
Same
watch the
guy.
Star Wars.
No, what?
Anakin Skywalker was Hayden Christensen. And
Same
he's,
thing, same
he's
thing.
like
Worst
Who
casting.
hates Christians?
Oh, there you go. You
That-
got
yeah.
my 3 movies I can't fucking stand.
Which one was that?
Episodes 1 through 3 should be burned to the ground on a pyre, just like Darth Vader.
I don't
fell
necessarily
asleep
mind them.
to all
Me
of the
too.
new ones.
They were terrible.
terrible.
I want an apology.
Oh,
broke
shit. Broke the headphones.
I did. Our headphones just went out. That's how angry I
Melissa
am.
just killed our headphones because she was so upset.
Literally.
Anyway.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so everybody weigh in. All of our listeners weigh in, please, because I want to know what you guys
Yeah.
think.
By
Yeah.
all means.
And if
go
you
ahead.
think we're totally wrong, I want to know.
Yeah.
And
All
why.
right. All right, well, let's go around the room as our headphones continue to fade in and out. Let's see. Chris, do you have any plugs? Anything coming up?
There we go. Yeah, you knocked the cord out. I would like to plug.
That ass.
I was waiting for it. Actually, I was like, Ben, say that ass. Yes. He did. I don't really think I have anything to plug other than
Nothing coming up?
you want to get married, have a wedding at the Jackson. You need some up
The
lights,
Jackson,
down lights.
that would be on Decatur Street
Mhm.
in the middle of the French Quarter.
620. It's one of my accounts, and I've built from the ground up, and it's operational for a couple of years now, and I love it. I actually have a really fun time there.
Yep.
For about 10 minutes, and past that, audio entertainment. Yeah,
There
that's
you
about
go.
it, yeah.
All right, Melissa, Tuma Nick Cage.
Okay, I have a ton of stuff to promote.
Go
I
for
have
it.
the Tuna Nick Cage not only is coming out with our first album at the beginning of the year,
Oh,
or the early in the year.
snap.
It's called The Pharaoh of New Orleans.
Okay.
So what you
So-
put out before was an EP?
Yes, we have an
Okay.
EP, and this
Okay,
is going to have
gotcha.
everything from thrash metal on it to punk rock to horror punk to industrial to some dance and to some acoustic stuff. So it's going to be a little bit of everything.
Cool.
Also,
Good
we are
album.
going to be playing at Pensacon, which is the Pensacola Science Fiction Convention,
Ooh.
where we
Alright,
will. There's also going to be we're going to play with Voltaire, but there's going to be guests like
Voltaire.
Tara
Nice.
Reid and Vern Troyer and people like that. Yeah, it's gonna be
Damn,
like
that's
no, I
Yeah.
mean people from Star Trek, Star Wars. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
be really, really amazing. I can't
love
wait
Jules
for that.
Verne.
So that's gonna be early in February.
September.
February.
Come see me.
February. So yeah, y'all, please come with me, and I totally encourage you guys to fight with me about your favorite franchises because I live off of fandom.
I have seen Tim and Nick Cage at least 3 times live. It's been a little while, but I will say, very, very fun live show. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
Very good
Absolutely.
music. I dig it a lot, and I'm not just saying that because she's sitting here in the room. Very, very,
Thank
very
you.
cool.
Later on, he's gonna be like, "They suck." But yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. There's like
Who is in Tim and Cage currently?
Currently, it is Eddie Joubert.
Okay.
It is who's played with several of the local bands.
Right.
Aaron McGuire, who played in the Converts.
Right.
Sean Mooney, he played with House of Goats, which everybody knows them.
Legendary.
And the
Legendary.
Legendary.
Skella Bass.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Taylor Suarez, who was in She's Still Dead, who actually was the first American metal band to do a multi-city tour of Cuba. So I got a good.
After Cuba got power.
We need to have Sean in here, by the way, one day.
Yeah,
we
should.
Let's talk about it because we can't get Kevin. Kevin moved to
You could
London.
get K and B Goat though in.
We could, yeah. I would love to talk.
Sean Goat.
Chris and I were at the last House of Goats show. How much fun was that? Oh my God!
Oh, that's
Babylon.
amazing.
Holy shit!
Was that the one at Babylon?
No,
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
All right, the one at Babylon, it was like the House of Goats. They kind of got real with everybody that night. I mean,
Loved
it was 3 hours
Loved
of
it.
holding
Loved
nothing
it.
back about their opinions about everybody. So
Loved
was-
it.
some people
Loved it.
left exalted. Some people left really confused about the feelings of the House of Goats.
It was
So it was great because I
beautiful.
was like kind of like in the know, so I didn't really know what was going to go on, but I was looking around the room being like, oh,
I don't think
here
any-
it comes.
I don't think anybody really knew what was going to go on. I
No.
think that's what made
I-
it beautiful.
There's no telling what's gonna
I
happen.
threw loose change at them and was able to hear Rape Van 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
That's how fucking amazing that show
they would
was.
have continued.
Nick was
playing.
there.
It
Nick was there. I
I'm
threw
telling you, we
change
had-
at them, and they.
Chris and I had a ton
Oh,
of fun.
God.
Yeah, that was
it
fun.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so that
Anyway,
is
yes.
going on.
Yeah,
at
well,
Tim and
we're
Cage.
way out of.
I'm actually writing and editing. Well, I'm writing for a new local rock magazine called Sonic Boom.
Is it still writing or is it typing now?
I'm probably typing.
It's still writing, technically.
Yeah, but I'm doing reviews and some interviews of local rock bands. What we're trying to do is really have a real positive publication that's not narrow about Louisiana music. So we're doing everything from like your new metal to country western to hip hop to metal to a lot of goth, a lot of
Do they
industrial.
have a URL for it? What's the URL?
I don't know. Go on Facebook and look up Sonic Boom,
Sonic
and you can
Boom
find
magazine.
it's on Issue. So ISSUU, I think, something like that. But you'll know because I'm on the cover of the first issue. I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, really?
I know. I write for the magazine, but we got a good 10-page article in there.
Nice.
But yeah, that was very nice. That was the editor, KP Johnson, who's a local photographer, and he loves our band. He's very supportive, and he asked me to write. I have a little bit of a rock journalism background, so I'm doing that. Louisiana Modified Dolls. We got we're gonna do another benefit for Ukulele Kids Club, which provides ukuleles to sick kids in hospitals for music therapy. They're
fucking
a
awesome.
charity out of Florida. We did a event for them last summer, and we're going to do a new one coming up in a few months called Rock and Roll Luau 2 Out to Sea, and it's going to be cruise ship themed. So we're going to have
Oh,
shuffleboard, all kinds of stuff. We're going to have big stage shows, stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, fun games like Walk the Plank.
And brain static, and that's it. And I'm out. That's all the things I have to
Well,
promote.
there's no more brain static. Now it's just total BS.
Hey,
show.
sorry, total BS.
Yeah.
Even though it says brainstatic.net.
I know.
looked
it
up-
does
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
like
Sorry, I looked up for a Q.
Yeah, we don't really.
You
keep
will
up
get
with
a
that too much.
404 if you look.
Yeah, there is no more brainstatic.net. That show is that website is
Sorry,
defunct.
total BS.
Total BS show. SoundCloud.com/Total BS show. I think there is another Total BS. We were there first. Damn it. It's like SoundCloud.com/Total BS show or you find us on Facebook. That's the easiest thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Total BS.
Yeah.
Look me up,
Ben.
picklesandhotsauce.com, all
Yeah.
one word. I'm on a bit of a hiatus right now, but I'll be coming back in a long form kind of format.
All right.
Really?
Going to be doing actual books.
Sweet.
Do you want to? If you want to
Really?
do a strip, I got a spot where you could.
I can do comic strips. Yes.
All right. I'll be
Nice.
hitting you up for that.
Very
See,
good.
networking right now. It's
Networking right
happening.
now. It's
Okay.
happening live.
So I am hoping by the time the next show rolls around, I will actually be able to announce one. I signed up for yet another title, another video game that I'm writing music for, but I'm not. That one's not official yet. We've agreed verbally. I haven't signed the contract yet. So, but I'm going to be contributing music for another video game that I will talk about as soon as that contract is inked. And unfortunately, the title that was supposed to be released this year got delayed another year. So as soon as I can talk about it, I will. But I'm going to. In the meantime, follow me. I have an Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What
That's
the
right.
fuck is that?
It's a picture-based social media thing.
Oh, like Snapchat.
I am. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but it's permanent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am.
Is there any nudity on that one?
No.
Oh,
No.
Well, fuck that.
I am Instagram at Nick Makes Noise. Nick Makes Noise is me on Instagram. It's twitter.com/Vexin, VEXXIN.
What do you
That's it.
post on the Instagram?
Pictures, stuff. Right now it's just a single picture. I haven't posted anything. But anyway,
So
all
why
right.
would we go look at it?
And same thing for me. You can go look me up on Instagram. It's Pickles and Hot Sauce. And again, it's just really dumb drawings. So
Me too. Tomb of Nick
Okay.
Cage on Instagram.
All right, we need to end with a Christmas Carol. I nominate Chris to select one, and we will sing a Christmas Carol on the way
I
out.
am going to say Drummer Boy
ooh, good one.
by David Bowie.
Okay.
Okay, are you going to
And-
lead us? Well, it's not by David Bowie. Someone else wrote it before he did.
Well,
But
no
the
shit.
But-
David Bowie
This
version.
version is fucking amazing.
Alrighty, are you going to go ahead and start us? And I guess the rest of us will back you up in total BS fashion.
Oh wait, are you gonna play the actual audio track?
No,
Oh no.
this is going to be as awful as we can possibly make it.
All right. So
Okay.
Drummer Boy.
Alrighty.
Oh, they told me
We're off already.
My finest gift for you.
Boom.
Holy shit, this was worse than I thought it would be.
Oh, Christmas. Oh, wrong song.
Jesus Christ. All right.
That was
All right.
good.
That
I
was,
think-
That
dude,
was
you don't even
real
know.
good.
All
Dude,
right.
this is abstract shit. Like,
Yeah, this is like
You wouldn't understand.
this is cutting edge.
understand.
Oh, it's terrible. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Merry
Have a good New
Christmas,
Year.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
All that good
Happy
stuff.
holidays.
All right. Bye,
Oh,
everybody.
New Year.
Oh,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, New Year too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's counted in the holidays.
Is it?
I'll throw that in there, sure.
I don't
All
know
those
about that.
All
holidays.
right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.